but it's always going forward, and that's why she's so successful creating offense. Now, that's a goal in any league. That is some shot. As she came in and went short side high on a 35-foot snipe. New York on a good breakout. They had a little traffic to go to the front of the net. Alex Carpenter's back in the lineup after missing 4 games. Quickly gets reacquainted with the scoreboard. It was 3-1 at that point. And then it, once again, Miller time, throws the puck to the front of the net, deflected off a toe in front, allowed Gosling to pick up these slow rolling.
You know, she's a player that's going to take this personally when they're losing games and they're not doing what they need to do. So she goes out and she is energized, throwing hits, making plays, both offensive end of the ice and the defensive end of the ice. She was very good, invisible all night long. Beautiful chance right off the face-off, being creative. Of course, it didn't hurt that she also had the game-winning goal to put them up 3-2. Ultimately, they win this one 4-2. A great game for the captain and
games, and it was a laser.
She knew exactly where she wanted to shoot that puck, and if you leave Sarah Fillier down Broadway, she is going to capitalize on that chance. So for New York to get up in the first period, that was important. But Lauren Gable for the Boston Fleet had that corner picked from a mile away, it seemed. But another player who doesn't get a lot of ice time or games, but that didn't hold her back. And Jessie Eldridge for the Sirens, always crashing the net, always ready with
on the season. And again, playing a really good Boston Fleet team who's looking to climb the standings, coming off that shootout win. And Boston tested her early. They got the quick goal from Hannah Bilka, and then a second goal scored by Shane Maloney that was overturned for goaltender interference, and Maddie Rooney continued to battle through all of that. Even though she got shaken up a little bit early, she stood tall the rest of the way out and gave her team a chance to win this one. And Taylor Heisey said in the post-game interview, you know, when you've got a goal
for 2 goals, and in doing so as well, elevated their physicality. As you see, Captain Zandy Hart and the Captain Marie Philippe getting locked in some huge hits all around the ice too, as Taylor Gerard and Marie Murphy kind of go at it. And this last one, a couple of them led to penalties, but some of them were just a little bit behind the play, kind of motions flaring, and
just a gorgeous goal. Sarah Fillier notices that there's a change happening. She sends it the length of the ice, and what does Eldridge do? She just goes bar down in the tightest of areas. Take another look. Watch where Eldridge's skates are. They're on the goal line. Her stick is, she has no room, and somehow finds the space and is able to score and end this game.
Ellie Monroe gets the first one, her first of the season. She gets herself down low. This is a defender, but she's going to clean up some of the garbage in front and puts this one past Julie as well. And then it's Maggie Connors, 59 seconds later. She gets in behind all the D quick up to her. She's in all alone. Forehand, backhand, beats Julie, sends Julie from the net. Davian Blanc, what a game she had, using her speed, getting in, getting shots on the forecheck, on the back check, shooting from everywhere. I mean, she was a force in almost every shift she had. And then, of course, continuing her point streak and getting on the board, not once, not twice, but 3 points in this game. 2 goals and an assist, capped it off with this empty netter. Like I said, she's on a 5.
Really, the story of this day, too, though, belongs to that lady. Klara Peshlarova came on in relief of Emma Soderberg after the first period and was perfect, Gigi.
She was coming in after she mentioned, just had an orange and was told, hey, I'm going in the game. She got into the moment very quickly. Excellent work stopping this dominant offensive.
McMahon gets it started. Catches Hansley looking the other way as she snipes this one to make it 1-0 Ottawa, and then they get a jailbreak goal. First of the season, Gabby Hughes waiting in the weeds out in the neutral zone, picks up this puck in all alone and snipes that one as well. Now Minnesota comes back, makes it 2-2. It's the second period for this Ottawa team. Gabby Hughes with her second on the night as she picks up that one. Then it's the Teresa Venisheva show. She gets one snipe and then back down the ice for a second in what will eventually be a hat trick for her. Picks up the garbage and puts that one in the goal. And Victoria Bach, who joins the party as well. Nice quick transition. Victoria Bach with some skill pulls this one in, and she snipes top shelf as well. What a second period for this team. They're not done. They add a couple more, and a big one here on the power play. Brianne Jenner, beauty one-timer off the flank. And then it is goal number 8, tic-tac-toe. Teresa Venisheva, there's the Hattie. and the 8th.
People, so many different players as well, and this first goal got going with the forecheck as Claire DeGeorge ends up getting the puck back. Notice her footwork, spins and cuts away from Ella Shelton, feeds it out to her lineman Youngblom, who bears it for the first goal of the game, and they just continue. The speed of Gardner pushes the defenders back. No one can touch Boulier as she comes in. She finds a wide open Abigail Bourine for a nice goal to get her team up too. And again, this was one of my favorites. D to D, and who does Kayla Barnes find? Her D partner, who's in the slot for a gorgeous tap-in backdoor in this last one. Another forecheck pressure by Claire DeGeorge, who had a solid night. Boulier's up top, waits for the shot, and Youngblom.
When you haven't been able to score like Minnesota has, and they got started early. Maddie Rooney talked about it in the post-game interview about that fast start. Ken Klee, we talked to him before the game. He said that's when we're our best, is when we come out swinging. And Kendall Coyne-Schofield, the captain, one of the best scorers on this team this season, got it started, and then Minnesota would get right back to work here. And to me, this is the most impressive goal of the entire night. The pass from low to high, the shot comes through, and McQuaig, not to be denied, finds the back of the net from her stomach, swinging that backhander into the back of the net to make it 2-0 Minnesota, and then they would tally one more before that first period was over. This time, Kendall Coyne-Schofield would feed the pass. Shishaba kind of fans on it there at the net front, but still.
Game, she's so fun to watch, and so you see her battle with the puck on the boards. Watch her settle the puck down, whip it across the ice to Lena Mueller, and then on the power play, she goes to work. Net front, she's great at redirections. She easily tips that past Osborne. Good gap in the neutral zone leads to a breakaway. Where does she go? Far corner, bar down, beautiful spot. And here's a look at Toppany's goal to make it 4-2, and it finishes with the net wide open. Hillary tries to bury it, but she wanted her teammates, I think, to each get a point and touch it as well. So Hillary Knight.
Also in the first period, her puck pursuit and the willingness to not give up that puck. From the goal line, she tries to pass it through, and then next thing you know, she's passing it to herself, and it's in the back of the net. A bit of a debatable whistle. They didn't know what time it had actually blown, but it was called a good call, a good goal, and Malte never gave up on that puck. When there's physicality, Malte will be there. If there's a shot block, Malte will be there. If there's a loose puck, she will be finding lanes, she will be picking up sticks. She's always creating opportunity.
And the action didn't disappoint either with some early chances.
Cameron Smashmeyer once again was fantastic, keeping her team in it. Ottawa with a pair of breakaways on the penalty kill, looking for the jailbreak. They are denied not once, but twice. Desbiens with a couple big saves of her own. But it is all about the power play for Montreal. Catherine Dubois gets the first one. Ottawa responds. Cheyenne Darkangelo on the doorstep gets the tip on this one. This goal is going to stand to make it 1-1, but once again, it is a power play marker. Katie Taben with the one-timer to beat Mashmeyer, and that's how it stands. Montreal takes this victory 2-1. Well, we're looking at a couple of really good goalies here, but we had some really nice moves too. Hannah Brandt, little hesitation, and then she rips this one upstairs. Weren't even sure if that one went in post to post. Bilka, why not have herself a game? Nice forehand, backhand, again, upstairs, right under the crossbar. Susanna Tapani with the last one, another really nice move. Little hesitation as she pulls this puck over, hesitate, and then finds the back of the net to give Boston the win. There, she's playing as the 13th forward, so she's on a line that is different every time she steps on the ice. All sorts of different line mates, and she's getting it done. Big hits, nice passes, getting in on the forecheck. Little bit of physicality of her own as well. She's finding ways to get on the score. She takes a big hit there too from Renata Fast, but hey, she's fine, comes back out, and what she do, she gets, at the time, looked like it was going to be the game winner. Toronto, of course, comes back, and she's got to be the hero again in the shootout. On the first to get themselves back into this game. First one is a 5-on-3. What an opportunity to get themselves on the board. Hannah Bilka with this blast to beat Anne-Renee Desbiens. That puts the score at 2-1. You can start to feel that things are building for Boston, and they're able to do it again. Next time it's Susanna Tapani in front of the net. They put this puck up to Megan Keller. She gets that shot through. Tapani gets the tip on that puck. Again, gets it past Devienne for the second power play goal, and that knots things at 2.